Hi, good morning. I have a lot of food here that I need to take care of. These potatoes were in like the, I don't know, clearance section at the grocery store, and they were 99 cents for 2 bags. So I got 4 bags, only $2 for petite gold potatoes. They don't look bad at all. Maybe some are a little green. I don't see anything wrong with them, so I went for it. I am going to be roasting these today and then freezing them. We love roasted potatoes, so I figured why not just turn all of these into roasted potatoes and just have them for the future. And of course, I got all of these lemons, so I'm going to be juicing all of them. I have like a electric juicer, so I'm going to juice them to have the lemon juice, and I also think I want to make some lemonade with it. And then I have this bag of bell peppers. Bell peppers were $1, like on sale for $1. The red, orange, and yellow ones, which usually they're like, what are they, $1.30 to $1.50 or something like that. I decided to buy 6 of them. I've already used 1, but I have 5 left. I'm definitely not gonna be able to use 5 in a week. I am going to chop these up and freeze them as well. And then we can have bell peppers in the future. Some of these potatoes have some green on them, which I'm just gonna peel off. I think that's why they were put into the clearance section, because some of them are green, but it's not really a big deal because you can just kind of peel it off, and as long as it doesn't go all the way through, you know? So I am gonna pour a little bit of avocado oil in or on the potatoes. And then this is wine infused sea salt seasoning with rosé, pink peppercorns, and rosemary. I believe I have 10 lemons. I only found 1 that was mushy and had mold forming. So 10 lemons, pretty good. They're giant. Look how huge this is. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, they smell so good. Unlike any lemon I've ever smelled before. Like, they're so lemony. I'm done juicing the lemons. It is sometimes a huge mess, and I got lemon and lemon pulp kind of everywhere. There we go. I got a tiny bit over 24 ounces or 3 cups of lemon juice. There is a little bit of pulp in there, which I'm totally fine with. I think I might strain it a little bit just to make sure I get all the seeds out. These peppers are frozen pretty much fully, so I'm going to go ahead and put them into vacuum bags and seal them up and then put them back into the freezer again. These are the last of my vacuum bags. I'm using just the tiniest ones that I had left over. I'm gonna be shoving as much as I can into these tiny bags. I have just too many in here. It's so frustrating. I think I'm gonna double bag this to make sure I didn't poke any holes in it while trying to shove every last pepper in here. I'm gonna go through some of the things that I'm planting today. I need to replant some seeds that never popped up. So we have echinacea, chamomile, wild bergamot, which is also known as bee balm, and black-eyed Susans. I don't know if those ever popped up. So yeah, I'm just gonna replant them. I also have some herbs, some Italian parsley, curly parsley, catnip, savory, and dark opal basil. And then we have Guylon, which I'm gonna try again because I don't see anything popping up. I have one dead dazzling blue kale, so I would like to replant that. And I only have one long bean sprouting and I didn't see any of the other ones, so I'm gonna replant that as well. I just went to H Mart and they had 2 for $7 herbs. So I went ahead and got this beautiful flat leaf Italian parsley. I know this is not the best view, but I just set them in here all nice and I didn't want to get them out again. This one is Kentucky spearmint. I actually came to H Mart to get mint and then I saw this one which has a few plants in there already and I decided I'll just buy this and grow it. And I hope it'll last and survive because I did buy mint last year and it died. So let's hope I'm more successful with this. I just love parsley so much and I want to preserve as much as possible this year. So I did plant more parsley today in the garden, but might as well have an established plant already ready to go for when I need it. I think I might put both of these on the patio in pots. I still have a lot more actually to plant out there. So I think these will be perfect for a little herb garden out there. Hello everyone. We are on the balcony today. I just want to go over the last couple days real quick. The other day I went to the garden and replanted some things. Some seeds either never germinated or are taking a long time to germinate. Also, as plants get larger, I am realizing how much empty space I have. So I planted some seeds in some of those spaces just to kind of fill in the plot. And then when I got home, I noticed something about my spinach on the balcony and I have a lot of thoughts about that. Okay, I just popped out to the balcony garden for a second just to get some fresh air and this is spinach bolting. Already? I haven't even picked any of it. Oh, and this one's huge, but this one's not. What? So annoying. So I don't know if it's the variety of spinach that I have or if all spinach is like this, but it just seems to bolt way before I can ever pick it. It is literally the worst. Last year it happened around June 8th, and then this year it happened on May 29th, which is really early. I'm also a little confused because it's really hasn't been that hot. It's been really in the 60s and 70s, and it just recently got into higher 70s and 80s, so I'm not really sure why it would bolt so fast. I have no idea. It's a mystery to me. The variety I have is a baby spinach, so maybe it is just a variety. And if I want to do spinach again, I will look for something that is slow to bolt. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them below because I really have no idea on what varieties to grow for spinach. I'm also weighing the arugula in with the spinach. It's for all the times that spinach has betrayed me. Here we go. 22.9 grams. Wow. I wonder how much I got last year. I will put it up on the screen, whatever amount of spinach we got last year versus this year. I know it was like not that much, and this year it's also not that much. The next day, I popped over to Safeway because a couple weeks ago before I went to Telluride, they had clematises and they had some cool varieties. So I wanted to see if they were still there, and they were, but they were very sad looking. They were $12.99, which is a great deal because, well, as you can see behind me, they are taller and much bigger than the other one I got at Home Depot, which was $14.99 and only one vine and like half the size of these. So I would say that is a wonderful deal. I did end up getting 2 varieties. The white one is a Toki clematis, and it is a Japanese variety, which is really cool. And this one is the First Lady, which is funny because the other one is the President. They are literally made to be together. The President has been around for over 100 years and is often used as a parent plant when breeding. The First Lady, on the other hand, was introduced in America in 1989, which just so happens to be my birth year. We were also meant to be together. The blooms are a pastel blue purple, and they will keep the pastel color if you don't keep them in direct sun. So that is what I did. I decided to keep them over in this corner where they do get some sun, but it's not super intense. I also figured that would help with not like burning the blooms as much. I don't know. They're all looking really sad, so I'm just trying to baby them a little bit until they look better. The First Lady over here has a lot of new growth, which is amazing. So cool to watch it grow. They have multiple vines coming out of the crown. When I got them home, I trimmed off all of the dead bits and put them in my new pots. I actually think I like them in the pots, and I might permanently keep them there. So unfortunately, all of the tomatoes that I planted died. The ones that I planted right before I went on my trip the other weekend. So we had to go buy some, but instead of 6 plants, we bought 8. I know I planted them way too close together. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fix that. And I know come late summer, it's going to be an absolute tomato jungle, but here we are. We have tomatoes and they are in the ground. I'm trying to make a hail cover for the tomatoes because there's a storm coming. I think I'm gonna have to put off this project until tomorrow, but I did get tomatoes planted. I bought 8 plants today for $21 and I put them all in the ground. I think I'm gonna water them very quickly and then probably go home. Hello everyone, I am at the garden and yesterday I planted these tomatoes. They look good, they really need water. I'm currently working on building this trench or digging up a trench because the water pools in some areas. I figured this would help maybe pour into this little ditch and then come out over here and then go into the compost bin. It's kind of my plan, just have it pool in the compost bin. I think actually that would be better for the compost than to have it be pooling on my tomatoes or onions or whatever else. This is what I did. It's coming out here, going over here, and then maybe pooling over here. I didn't want to make like a tripping hazard, so I only did it pretty shallow. I don't know, it might not work. Right there are tomato roots from that tomato because I trenched it when I put it into the soil, which means I just planted it like sideways and then put the leaves facing up. And yeah, I hope that doesn't disturb the plant. I hope the roots just try to grow downward pretty soon. The corn is doing amazing. Oh my gosh, look. Wow. I'm gonna plant some beans, like pinto beans, in between them. Just have them dry on there because that is another area to have pinto beans. Also, it's like 90 degrees out. It is so hot. Holy heck. And there's like barely any clouds in the sky. Well, there's more forming. That's good. That's good. Ooh, this one's gonna come over. For the most part, it's beautiful and blue, dry, and very warm. Wow. We put up some stakes so I could put on some netting, like plastic netting, to protect everything from hail because it's hail season and I'm terrified. I am so scared. I am truly terrified of the hail. So I'm hoping that this will protect it. It's going to be a little bit open. It doesn't cover them completely because I still want bugs and stuff to get in and, you know, nature to do its thing, but I just really want to protect it from the hail. And then we're going to drape one on over here as well to protect the tomatoes and kale. That is what's going on currently. Get off my face. Oh my god, they're all over me. Jeez. They're just so, and then you flick them down and they just like go, they land on their back and they just don't do anything. They just fall off. It is the next day. I just watered. The trench is doing well. There are a few spots that I need to maybe connect on to that the water is just pooling. It's kind of pooling on the onions, which I don't really want. It's pooling on my violas. And yeah, I don't want that. I would really like that to stop happening. So I'm going to continue to add on little riverlets to the trench that I dug up yesterday. Now, I used neem oil on my cruciferous vegetables and potatoes, radishes, cabbage, daikon, komatsuna, all that. And it was like a concentrate, a neem oil concentrate, and I added it to 2 quarts of water. It seems to be working really well. I tried my best not to hit the leaves with water today, and I didn't see any flea beetles on all of the plants that I sprayed. So it's working. That's good. And I don't see any like leaf burn or anything like that. So yeah, good stuff. I'll link it in the description if you want to check out what I got. I did buy it on Amazon. Tomatoes are doing well. This one is the 4th of July. It has some flowers on it. I'm not going to pick them. Oh, I do see a little bit of a tomato too. Right. I don't know if you can see it, but somewhere around there. That's pretty cool. The netting stayed up. That's great. We have a Roma tomato right there. I think you can see it. I think that's it. Yeah. I'm not going to pick any of these tomatoes or flowers off because we have a short growing season. So I need all of the flowers and tomatoes that I can get. So I'm just going to leave them on there, even though the plant should be putting its energy into growing maybe more foliage or roots, but I don't know. Okay, this right here is bindweed. I know I talk about bindweed all the time, but they produce these little flowers. They have like arrow-shaped leaves like this that pop up, and then they produce a flower. They will choke out any plants that you have growing, so that's why you want to get rid of it, because it is an invasive, horrible weed. And this is what it looks like when it comes up in the garden, right there, and then you pull it, and it has a giant root. Ew. Oh, chickadee. Oh, that was a little chickadee. My gosh. Okay, so I just stopped at this place called Next Level Burger. It's in Denver. This is one of our favorite places to eat, like fast food wise, because we don't really eat a lot of fast food. We don't really eat out a lot. It's like a treat, but they have a new shake and it's like peaches. Well, hold on, it is a soy or coconut soft serve. I got coconut and it is hand spun with organic peaches and passion fruit, topped with whipped cream, rainbow sugar, and a rainbow gummy, because it is their peachy passion pride shake. And I read that description and I was like, oh my god, I need it. The guy recommended to eat the gummy, you know, separately obviously, and I was like, yes, will do, first thing. A little hard because it's been in the cold ice cream. So I got that, and then I got onion rings and chicken nuggets that I'm gonna share with my girlfriend when I get back home. Whether you are plant-based or not, if you are in the Denver area and you want to switch it up and you want something fast and sloppy but like maybe lighter, I guess, kind of, I would suggest this place because it is plant-based and you just don't feel so heavy when you're eating like fried chicken nuggets when they're made out of whatever, plants. I think this is the ranch, which I don't really want to try. They make the best blue cheese sauce ever. This one's a little very saucy, and it's amazing. I think this is the chunky blue cheese sauce, and yes, it's vegan. Like, how do they do that? It tastes exactly like blue cheese. I don't get it. I need to know what brand they use or how do they make it. And here's an onion ring. They make the best onion rings. I love them so much. I think this might be my favorite onion ring out of any onion ring place out there that has onion rings. Time to try this shake. I am not really much of a shake drinker unless it is plant-based or made out of some kind of plant milk, because I cannot drink all of that dairy. I will literally shiz myself. No. Any other shake that is made out of like a plant milk or whatever, I just love them so much. So let's try this out. Oh my gosh. Definitely tart from that passion fruit. Oh my gosh. So good. And now I have to go to Trader Joe's to get yogurt. All right, so we have so many things to plant out here. So I have things that we have seed blocked like weeks ago, months ago, a month ago, I have no idea. And I would like to plant the mint parsley over here that I got the other day into actual pots. So let's get to it. Great, lovely. I'd really like to put something else over here, and I was thinking shiso, or do I have parsley? I can't even remember. Oh, I do have flat leaf parsley, but it's sad looking. I mean, I could definitely plant it. It's like at this point though, why? That's what it looks like. It's this long. I mean, I guess I'll try it. Okay, I think I'm still gonna plant though some shiso next to it because I am running out of room, I think. Maybe, I mean, I'm probably not. I don't think I am. I just feel like I am. Guys, the fungus gnats are out of control. I made a fungus gnat death water with BTI or mosquito bits. I just like poured a bunch of mosquito bits and I'm soaking them in water for days. And then I use a little bit and then I fill it back up with water. And that's what I'm gonna water with today to kill the larva, because BTI is a larvicide, so it'll kill the larva. But you have to do multiple treatments in order to get all the cycles, life cycles. So I'm trying to do that for the next, I don't know, 3-4 weeks or so. There we go. Maybe it looks so good. Yes. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'll put this over here for now, and then we'll figure out where to put it when we get there. All right, next up we have mint. This is Kentucky spearmint. Sal, stop. This spearmint smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I really want to plant this with something. I have a lot of time. Salad burnet, basil, which I could do some purple basil, I guess. I could also put stevia. I don't know if that would work together, but it sounds like it would be good together. I think I'm gonna do all the purple basil in here. I'm also gonna put my one stevia plant in here. Might be a mistake. It might just die. I just can't live with this inside anymore, you know? And it has been hanging out here because I've hardened it off. It doesn't even look like a stevia plant. And I'm like, what if it's not? What if it's not a stevia plant at all? What if I've just been growing a weed? I truly have no idea. So we'll see how this does. This is feverfew, which I've never grown before. It's a white flower, kind of looks similar to like a chamomile. I believe it deters insects, which is not good for like pollinators. I didn't know that until after I grew it. So we'll see how it does. It is a medicinal herb, and that's why I wanted to grow it. All right, feverfew. So I'm going to be planting this. This is a moonflower. You're supposed to sow it 1 to 2 weeks after your last frost date when the soil temperatures are warm. So that is right now. Okay, so it says 4 seeds. Whoa. Oh my gosh. These seeds. I have never seen seeds like this before. Oh my gosh. Those are funky. It says to scarify them, which means to just cut a little crack into them so water can get in there easily and they will germinate faster. So that is what I'm gonna do. Hope I can do this right. I've never really done this and I'm scared. It says to, or soak them in, okay, I'm not gonna soak them in water. Oh, that's, okay. I just kind of took the end off a little bit. All right, so this next one is soapwort. Soapwort. Never grown it. It has pink flowers and they have, I don't know, they have like saponins in them. So you can use any part of the plant and you can wash things with it, I guess. Something like that. That's why it's called soapwort. I don't really know, but I just know it saponifies, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna plant them in here. I don't know how big this gets or if this pot's gonna be way too small, but hey, everything in gardening is an experiment. This is a loofah. Yes, a loofah, like the thing that cleanses you. Well, this is the loofah plant, which is a gourd, and you can use it as a sponge, a natural sponge. Is it too late to plant these? Absolutely. Am I still gonna try? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna be planting in this little one salad burnet, which I grew in a soil block. They are also very leggy, just so very leggy. I'm gonna plant, I think, all of them in one pot just because I have a feeling some might die. What is this? Okay, well, they'll eventually straighten up, I think. Okay, look at all this lettuce we have. I have to harvest this. Like, this is beyond gone. Also over here is a arugula that has bolted and it's gotten very tall. So I'm gonna start with spring mix here, which is kind of a mix of red lettuce, normal lettuce, and arugula, I think. I'm not really sure. There we go. Hang my little basket right here and I can work more hands-free. Now I am gonna cut the arugula. It is bolting, so it needs to go. Ooh, I see a huge aphid. Ew, this arugula smells like incredible. $105.4 grams of spring mix. I would say that's pretty good. $40.9 grams of arugula.